We are live. It's super warm in here.
I'm wearing a hoodie, but I feel like
I'm
it's
sweating. It's like... Okay, let's get into this. I can't see the chat yet, but for those who are already in here, good afternoon.
I'm gonna start pumping cold air in here.
Sweet. Sweet, sweet, sweet. There's nothing better than being hot and sweaty, then having that sweat turn into cold water, cold liquid all over your body.
It's true. It's almost as if that's what it's for.
Freezing cold.
Hey, here's your warm liquid
Thank you. That will go well with my cold liquid.
all over your body.
We're going to get pulled already. Okay. Take me to the Heroes Journal.
Hi.
Copy the link.
I don't know if people could hear me before, but now I know they can because I have a mic right in front of me.
Microphone check. 1 2 1 2. We should spill some beans today. I'm in a bean spilling mood.
Yeah?
I'm in a very spilly mood. Spilly?
Did you share it already?
No, yeah, I'm about to.
Okay.
Oh wait, hold on. Maybe John already did.
Did John do it?
No, it's old one.
That's different. That's a different
That
Kyle
was-
and Nick.
That was tricky.
That was tricky. All right, I'm just going to open
It's
it.
a different Kyle. That is actually kind of funny because every time you go to the Heroes Quarters, you see the old live streams.
Mm-hmm.
But like, it's a funny idea to think of it as like alternate timelines. Like it's actually all happening like at
Yeah,
the same
all
time.
at the same time, yeah.
We're just wearing different versions of our clothes.
Yeah, it's funny. I didn't know why I did that. I didn't want to do that. It's funny because there's a lot of things we've had to like put on hold as we wait for the Kickstarter to get here, to get all the journals to get here. That we're pretty much gonna have a ton of stuff coming at you here pretty soon. A lot of the fulfillment beans.
Are there fulfillment beans?
Well, following through on beans. After we get done with fulfilling Kickstarter, there's a bunch of projects we've been working on since March.
Yeah. Wait.
So, okay, let me start over. We launched a Kickstarter in February,
That's right.
and it did pretty well.
It did really well.
And since then, we have been preparing to fulfill the promise that we made, that people
Of
gave us a
course.
lot of money to do.
Yes. IMA.
Yes. But there has been also some downtime in that time,
Yeah.
which means the type of people that we are,
Yeah.
we
Restless.
just kept creating more and more cool stuff.
Yeah, right. You're right. The downtime post Kickstarter
That we weren't,
we didn't just kick our feet up
yeah.
and relax.
But we weren't allowed to release anything because we still hadn't fulfilled our last promise.
Right. We would have felt guilty throwing more and more things at you guys without having delivered on the initial promise.
Yeah. So
Yeah, you're right. So we've been working on a bunch of stuff, but we haven't told you guys about.
now because
Yeah.
the journals are almost here,
Right.
and then subsequently will be sent out soon.
Mm-hmm.
We are then able to start to fulfill and to start to offer
Yes.
the other things that we've started to work on.
Yes. So what you're saying is the supply of beans is starting to outweigh the demand. That's not true.
No,
we
the
just
demand.
we just have an influx of supply.
Yes,
In other words,
the demand's still there.
the beans are fully stocked.
So it's the demand and the supply are at a healthy level, I would say. I would say right now the market is not ready for the influx of the beans.
Oh, no way. Yeah, that would crash the bean market.
That's what I'm saying. So it's like regardless of demand or supply, the market itself isn't ready.
Right, we have to sort of we have to sort of, kind of just water the plants here, sprinkle the seed. We can't jump into this thing. We can't dump it all out. We got to plant our beans.
Yeah.
All right, it's getting
Anyways.
weirdly metaphorical.
Hey,
Jimmy?
Cheyenne got a kitten.
Yeah, Cheyenne got a kitten. Jimmy's here. Alora's here. David's here. Angela's here. I'm not saying hi today. I'm just saying people are here. See?
Yeah.
I'm like
Angela's like bean rationing. All right, let's start off with some beans. Let's just hit it. Let's hit some beans. People are asking.
I know. I started teasing some beans right away. Man, we have so many things we could share. So we already shared the pocket thing with you guys, which I actually feel inclined to show again.
Of course. We actually have a level of serendipity today. Not serendipity, cohesion.
Ooh, I think I know what I'm going to show today.
We're both using our limited edition, only member of the Hero Journal team pens today. Team issued.
That's right. Yeah. It's not really beans. It's just a flex.
Yeah, a big flex.
All right. So I know a lot of you guys have seen this before, so forgive me. This is old beans. I do have new beans, so fear not. For those who may not have seen, this is a little confusing because this is actually an IMA journal. It's a prototype. I'm using it for quality assurance purposes. But I also had our supplier put in a prototype of a new end paper. And that will be the new end paper for all the new journals. You need to lean forward because I'm really blurry. For some reason, it focused on you. We all know why. You're the center of attention.
So true. It's there.
So this is going to be the new end paper for all of the Legend of Astoria 3rd edition Heroes journals. It'll be the colored map of Astoria done kind of in that Misty Bee style. And then, of course, that's not all. The end of the journal, same end paper, except there's a twist. There's a pocket. That's right. The Heroes Journal, Legend of Astoria will have a pocket going forward. Super nice, super great, super convenient, super thoughtful, beautifully designed. Papa John's.
Papa John's.
Okay, so that's old beans. Still amazing beans. Beans nonetheless. Here are the new beans.
New beans.
I don't know how I'm going to be able to show them because I want to screen share. Can I send them to Bert via Mattermost and then share a window here?
Yeah.
Can we do that? Okay.
Do that.
You set that up. I'm going to send what I want to send to Bert.
Okay. We'll do something really fast first, though. Before I do that.
Got it.
I want to check something. I think we're coming up on an anniversary.
You know what? I was thinking that too. I think we should start celebrating our birthday.
Well, not just our birthday.
As a company.
But at some point last year, I think it was in July. July 3rd.
What?
A year and 3 days ago, we asked the world.
No way. Wow.
Hello, heroes. We are thinking about releasing a new color for the end of year / Christmas season. Keep in mind the material will be the same linen as the previous journals. Vote below. Purple, blue, gold, or mustard, burnt orange, black. Purple won with 175 votes.
Wow.
The Purple Journal was born
Burst.
a year and 3 days ago. This is the first live stream since it was born. And it's only happened because of you guys.
That's crazy, actually.
And I knew it was around. I felt it. I felt it. And a part of that makes me want to tease some other beans.
What is that? That's from me. We need a screenshot. What beans are you gonna? Which ones? Oh, those are big beans.
But it's an anniversary.
Oh man, that's so true.
It's a good reason to spill them.
All right, guys, you're lucking out today because I'm in a bean spilling mood, and so is Kyle. And rest in peace. But Zach is not here to stop us, so we are going to spill some beans now.
It's true.
You ready?
So our plan.
So we've been saying for a long time now, and we've been choosing our language very carefully for this reason. Many a hero have reached out to us and have asked, hey, where is purple? Is purple going to be back? I love purple. Purple's my favorite color. How dare you guys not have purple, etc. Is this already showing?
No.
Okay. Sorry, you guys, that was a little confusing.
Which one did you want? Is it just in your DMs?
Yeah. Go to Nick Villaro and then click on that. Yeah, that works. cool. So anyway, we got to spill these beans first. So anyway, oh look, Angela saw the typo. Did I tell you about that this morning? I noticed I made this group in our company group chat. I meant to call it website redesign, but I spelled design wrong. So it was this website resign. I love that. Okay. So anyway, we've been telling people for months now that purple is not going to be back in LOI, in the regular normal Heroes Journal that we are kind of our flagship storyline. However, that is true, but we are actually bringing purple back, the same exact purple, except it is coming in the second edition version of Astoria Magic Academy, and we are calling it Potions. Just make the window smaller. Potions Purple. Ready for the other beans? The other beans are that we...
Bert makes this look really easy. The guy's a wizard.
The other beans is the new chapter reflection concept here. So a lot of you are familiar. Just me over here. Yeah. A lot of you are familiar with the reflection sections as they've previously been called in the journal. Well, we decided this time around when we were making Legend of Astoria that wasn't very fun or inspiring or heroic. So we're going to stop calling them reflection questions. So just take that vocabulary that you have around that concept and just throw it away, because now they are called chapters. That's right. In fact, the entire story is split up into chapters. And so you also probably notice something new on here. So this will be the left side of the chapter page. On the right side, there will still be the reflection questions that you are familiar with. But on this left side of the page, you probably notice some icons. Not unlike, some stat lines you would see in, I don't know, something like Dungeons and Dragons or a common RPG game. That is because at the end of each chapter, which is now 7 daily pages, by the way, 7 unique daily pages at that, changes every day. You get a new scene every week if you're a daily journal user. All you got to do when you hit that chapter is circle some of those experience points for your own character development. See what we did there? A little D&D, a little bit of double entendre, a little bit of fun stuff. So anyway, for those math nerds out there, Tacey, without saying names, Tacey, you can circle and keep track of your experience points as you go through these chapters. And at the end, if you are kind of an analytics nerd, you could take all those up and add them up, and you could kind of have like a fleshed out idea of what kind of character you are. Mm-hmm. So that's a little bit extra credit, fun stuff. Most of the concept here, it's not just flash, it's also function. It's important to tell yourself that you are leveling up, because you are. And to be honest, our reflection sections, and I wrote them, so I get to say this. I think that they're a little, they're like too much therapy, too much like therapy. Mm-hmm. They can get a little therapeutic. And I think I made this mistake when I made the IMA self-study. Mm-hmm. I think it just got a little too deep. And when you're flipping through kind of like a fun journal that's supposed to keep you organized, and you hit this like gut-wrenching questionnaire, it can feel a little out of left field, and it's a little hard to get into. So the thought with calling them chapters was to make it feel like you're actually kind of moving through a story a little more, and then adding that exercise of circling those level up experience points was to make it so it's kind of a more fun exercise to start. And it's an easier way to get your brain into like reflective mode. So you're already thinking about the past 7 daily pages. You're thinking about how you've leveled up. You get to circle them. That's kind of fun. And then you look over, there's some questions. You're like, oh, I can answer these. I'm already thinking about it. So that was kind of the thought. We'll see how it plays out. Mm-hmm. But that is some beans.
That is some beans. And Erica, it does play well into Wednesday. We actually had to hold our tongue because we were wanting to talk about this for a long time. So
yeah,
and don't worry, Tacey, there are still some gut-wrenching reflections. They just don't happen as often.
Yeah, I mean, fear not.
We're still gonna get deep into it.
Yeah, they're still gonna be there. Because here's the other thing. Should we share more beans? I want to share more
Let's do
beans.
it. What else do you want to do?
So I want to show you guys I'll just take a screenshot. I'll send it to Bert. One moment here.
Because here's the thing. This is the beans I'll give. Our dream. We've already done the down payment for these journals. We've already paid for half.
Yes.
So our dream is that these arrive in our building in September, which would mean that subsequently, a pretty short time after that, we would do a release of the new one.
Yeah.
So these are coming relatively soon. I mean, right now it's July, and it's going to be the end of July pretty soon.
So these are some more beans. This will probably be the last beans we share today because you guys have gotten a lot. You heard about Potions Purple way earlier than anyone else. You heard about the new chapter concepts, which is amazing. We're super excited about that. What other beans did we share? Oh, we shared with you the
timeline.
Shared you the timeline.
I told them when they're going to hopefully be here.
That's true. The timeline of when they're going to be here. I want to show you guys two more things. One, admittedly, isn't super exciting, but this is the first thing. This is the actual kind of breakdown. So this is actually the first time that we have assembled something that sort of resembles like a table of contents.
Mm-hmm. Second time.
Did I say that? I thought I said second. Sorry.
Yeah.
So anyway, the reason I say that is the first time we ever made the Heroes Journal, the very first edition, like Kickstarter numero uno, we put a table of contents in there, but we didn't call it the table of contents. Do you remember what we called it?
The round table of contents.
We called it the round table of contents, and
no one
we
cared.
didn't get a single nod. We didn't get a single thumbs up. No one even noticed or cared or laughed. We thought it was hilarious. No one cared. So we took that out. It's been out for a long time because we realized there's really no point in having, a table of contents in the journal because we're trying to get away from having it feel dated, and we have no page numbers, right? So it doesn't really make sense. But putting chapters in the journal is kind of a workaround way to add some structure to it, to add some, I would say, consistency to it without it making it feel too like demanding or too kind of like, I guess, I don't know, shameful. So anyway, this is the actual layout of the journal. So as you can see, Act 1, 2, and 3, of course, Act 1 and Act 3 are smaller than Act 2. Act 2 is where the meat of the story happens in most heroes' journeys. So we're trying to be true to form in that regard. I put dailies. I spelled dailies wrong. I'm positive. Anyway,
Yeah.
this isn't.
And you didn't put an apostrophe after Volgrim's vault. It's possessive. He
You're
owns
right.
the vault.
He does.
Well,
Sorry.
they own. I don't think Volgrim has a gender.
Wow, look at you, double correcting.
Seriously.
Anyway, so these are sort of the names for them, but I don't actually know if these are actually going to be the actual. I don't know if these names will be in the journal. I honestly think the chapters will just be numbered, so it'll be chapter 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. They won't be like chapter 1, the Humble Hills. It won't be like that. But anyway, so now you have a little bit more of a structure, a little bit more something to look forward to, and all of these chapters are 7 days each. So for those like who love to use a journal every day, that's music to your ears because you can kind of look at this on a weekly basis now. For those who don't, it's no skin off your back. Is that the saying?
No, it's
Water off a duck's back.
Sure. I think it's kind of.
You can keep all your back skin because you can still use a journal whenever you want because it's still undated. And hey, sometimes chapters you read in a day. Sometimes it takes you a month to read a chapter. And we wanted to have kind of that same narrative experience here. So hopefully this makes a little bit more sense than what it used to feel like. And hopefully there's a little more momentum as you move through this thing.
And it's also, I mean, for those of you who have been hanging out with us for a while, this is our first real nod towards lore.
Yeah.
We're not just like naming things on a map. We're like putting it in the actual story.
Yeah, guys. Oh, I want to show them one more thing. Okay, 2 more things. That's it, though. Okay? That's it. Kyle, no more after that.
John's like holding onto his back skin.
I'm not even reading the chat. I'm over here I'm just letting the beans fly.
Yeah.
Okay, you guys are probably glad you showed up to this live stream.
Seriously.
We are telling you so many things. I'm going to show you 2 more things that are very exciting. Here we go. First thing. I want to share this window.
Okay.
Will it? Cool. So this admittedly isn't the most exciting thing, but I'm really excited about it. It actually just got completed today. So big shout out to Ryan and also Alora, who helped work on this, I think is in this live stream. So this is the first daily page of the new 3rd edition of the Heroes Journal. We did something kind of fun. And we put like a tutorial in there. So this will only be on the first daily page, kind of your first starting out. For those people, not naming names, Kyle, who don't like to read instructions when they start something, this is actually perfect for that kind of person because you just want to get to the meat. You just want to start using this thing. And if you skip over the what's inside section, you skip over the instructions like so many people do. These are some light, sort of, hopefully unintrusive pointers on all the elements of the daily page. Just kind of a nice little reminder there. Then you have the mentor, of course, way up in the upper left-hand corner, reminding you that the art does change every day, and that it's there to kind of encourage and engage you in your story. So that is the new tutorial page. It's just on the first daily page. Again, we are focusing in this edition on making the journal easier to use, making quests easier to achieve. And so this is just kind of a small way to do that because the details matter, folks.
Laura, is this your first time seeing this?
I think it is.
Wow.
Yeah. Ryan sent it to me like literally 2 hours ago. So I guess this might actually end up looking a little different, but this is the general concept.
And David, yes, the art. So once all of the current Mountain Gray and Dragonfire Red. Sorry, I forgot the names of our journals for a second.
What the?
Once those are gone, the ones we have right now, the art will never be the same day over day ever again. Yeah. Ever.
You will have 91 unique daily pages.
For the rest of time.
Yeah.
Because we all have journals that will last us for the rest of time.
What? It's got really deep. Okay, I'm going to show you guys a new concept, a new thing that we are doing for the 3rd edition.
All right, one more thing.
Now, don't panic. This is purely, it's purely aesthetic, but I'm very, very excited about it. So,
oh yeah, those are sick.
As many of you know, in the Astoria Magic Academy, we introduced these like newspapers. I believe it was called the Astoria Chronicler or something like that. So anyway, you basically got these like newspaper kind of pages, and there are only a few times throughout the journal. There's only like 4 or 5 of them, and they show up kind of at the beginning of an act and at the end of an act. So we wanted to do something that was, sort of in line with that. We felt like that was a really tasteful way to sort of tell the story of the lore that's going on in the journal without being just like upfront and giving you too much exposition or whatever. So we needed to find a way to do that in the Legend of Astoria. Now, the way that we came to decide how to do this is we picked. Actually, I need to send this to Bert first so we can get this set up.
Dude.
What?
Joseph Winklebauer just made the best joke.
What?
Said, no more Groundhog Day. About the daily pages staying the same.
Nice.
I was like, dang.
That's a great
That's
joke.
a deep cut.
Great joke.
It's a great joke. I even pinned it. That's how good I thought it was.
Out of the time loop. It's escaping the time loop.
Yeah, a little Palm Springs action.
Okay. Hopefully this sense. Anyway, so to continue with my thought, we wanted to figure out a way to sort of tell a story in a fun, like artistic way, without, I guess, just spoiling the story or being too obvious. So we came up with the idea of these quest boards. So these quest boards will do a great job of embracing that traveler, explorer, adventurer, leaving your comfort zone, moving forward on a quest, part of the story. Especially that's kind of the theme of Legend of Astoria, right? You're kind of moving from place to place. You're making new allies. You are continually growing, which is obviously kind of allegorical of what it's like to go on a goal journey. To grow and change and evolve and improve. And so we put these little quest boards that kind of match the current state of the quest, of where you're at on the quest. And obviously they're super fun to look at. So this is the quest board between the end of Act 1 and the beginning of Act 2. So as for those who are familiar with the journal, you'll see some clues here as to what is coming next, and maybe even some new stuff. So you see the Perilous Peaks mentioned in there. There's kind of like a little advertisement for it. And there's a notice nailed over the top where it's like, hey, there's a bunch of gulls up there. Climb at your own risk. Be very careful. There is sort of a poem, kind of a mystery poem that is left by the tortoise out in the desert, waiting for the right adventurer to come and, kind of excavate the pyramid. And who knows? There's been some rumors that there's going to be a new page that's actually inside the Dauntless Dunes pyramid. Mm-hmm. It's just a rumor, though.
It's a rumor.
It's not going to happen. Maybe.
Yeah,
it could though.
The hope is this is like a high fantasy version of the newspaper in IMA.
Exactly.
Yeah.
Because there's no newspapers back then.
Yeah.
But there is these. So anyway, these different quest boards kind of happen throughout the journal. They have little cheeky advertisements and things like that, and they're also branded to that area of the world. So this is kind of out on the road. It's like you have a wanted poster. There's a dagger stabbed into it. There's another one, between Act 2 and 3 that's like more castle. There's like stone, and it's there's like recruitment posters for the King's Guard and all that stuff. Then there's one in the Humble Hills that's like very like small town, agricultural, sort of like showing that way of life. And so anyway, I love the quest boards, and that will be a very charming thing to put in there throughout. So that is all the beans we have today. That's a
lot of beans. But see, we haven't just been we haven't been resting on our laurels. That's the right word, right? That's the phrase.
Yeah, laurels.
I don't know what a laurel is, but we haven't been resting on them for sure.
I don't know what they are because I've never rested on one.
Yeah, exactly.
Yeah.
But we have a lot of really cool things coming for you, and the hope is that everything lines up. So it's like for those of you who are going to be enrolling in IMA, these will be ready for you by the time that your commencement speech is delivered.
It's true.
So
yeah. Yeah, guys. So
John's the new beans.
Yeah, John's gonna have to keep us from spilling all the beans. That, I kid you not, guys, that's like scratching the surface of all the things we have to talk about. But I'm super excited about those things and many, many more. I hope that you all love them very much as we do, and I hope they're also helpful.
Yeah. Oh, dang. Padawan, which is super funny, by the way. On YouTube said
that's Brandon. That's my buddy Brandon.
Oh yeah, Laurel or Yanny.
Wow,
that's such a deep cut.
Such a specific joke. Wow.
But yeah. So that's like we just talked about not even half, like a quarter of the cool stuff that we're doing. And
yeah. Big shout out to Ryan. A lot of the things you guys saw today, Ryan has been hard at work designing, making tons and tons and tons of new assets, redesigning stuff, and most admirably working with me, which is not easy. So big shout out to Ryan. I know he's probably not listening, but he's probably working. So anyway, it's going to be really great. I think we're about 95% done with.
Yeah, we're almost done.
LOI. We are putting the finishing touches on the intro content. We are putting some finishing touches on some art. We need to kind of format it, get it all looking beautiful and squared up and all that stuff. And then it's going to be ready for the press, the printing press.
It's true,
as they say. So yeah, 4 new daily page sections.
4 new daily page sections.
4 new.
Which people already took note of the Sword and Circle Tavern.
Ooh, yeah.
Yeah.
That was my other way of it was like a soft announcement of the other different daily pages. Yeah.
Have we decided the book club topic title?
No.
I do. Is that something we do?
I don't think we do that. And I think that's a good thing, by the way.
Yeah.
I'm not deeming anyone in charge. I've seen Reem be very.
Reem just asked us, which makes me nervous.
Okay, that's not good.
Yeah,
I'm not sure. What I am sure of is that I am a member of the book club, and I'm not the leader of the book club, and I am very much enjoying being a member of the book club.
I read a book this morning that I think everyone should read.
Yeah,
everyone. No, I don't. Actually, this isn't like a official stance. I read The Art of Stillness this morning. It's a TED book. It's like a TED Talk book.
Yeah.
So it's like if a TED Talk was the length of a book. Or a book was the length of a TED Talk. And it was really great. So if anyone wants a little extracurricular hour of reading, it's like 60 pages. It was pretty great. Stop. Also, if anyone knows a buyer for Powell's books in Portland, send them my way.
Yeah, we would like to get the Heroes Journal in Powell's. Yeah, we are also redesigning our box.
It's true. That we cannot show.
Yeah, we can't show because it's
mostly because that's not what we're going to use.
It's not done yet. But guys, we've so many. When you get these new journals, when you get the new LOI journal, you're not going to recognize it.
Yeah,
it's not even going to be like anything you've ever seen before.
Yeah, it's going to be a new journal. Who this?
Devora said, I'm about to start a new journal. What's arriving first? My IMA journal or my add-on Heroes Journal?
Probably, yeah. Send us a message.
Just send us a message. Any message you want.
Send us an email about your add-on Heroes Journal. You probably should have that by now. So I'm sorry.
Add-on journals should have already gone out first. Now, maybe if you put a PO box or something in your address, or something funky happened with Kickstarter, we haven't sent it yet. But honestly, we should have already sent you your add-on Heroes Journal.
The biggest news. How to ADHD video launch today.
Oh, did it?
35 minutes ago.
Nice.
Guys,
Should
sponsored.
we watch it together?
Should we all watch it on the live stream?
Yeah, I think so. If you play it,
it's 3 minutes and 53 seconds.
It's super short.
So do you guys want to watch it together?
Okay, so here's the backstory. I think, why don't you set that up?
Okay.
Why don't you set that up?
We're crazy today.
Yeah, we are. We're just bouncing off the walls. So a little bit ago, we asked the Facebook group, or we let you guys know, hey, we're doing some YouTube sponsorships with some creators. We have a little bit of a budget for that from, Kickstarter and all that stuff. So we're trying to do some YouTube advertisements. We asked everyone in the Facebook group, who are some YouTubers that you like to watch that we could sponsor, and you introduced us to this channel. So this is How to ADHD, and they are a YouTube channel that's pretty big. They talk about how to deal with ADHD, and it's actually a really charming, kind of fun channel that really kind of fits our branding, and so we're super excited to do a spot with them. So,
without further ado.
Oh wow, yeah, great. Here we go. Let's see if we can get this. Can we full screen it in there?
Yeah, so I'm trying to get this thing to be the.
Oh, got it.
What I'm saying?
So it's like a really short video we're gonna watch. It's only like 3 minutes long. They sent me it for review earlier this week, and I loved it.
I opened the wrong app. I'm sorry.
Oh no. Oh, they actually texted me.
What did they say?
They said the link that we sent them for the integration isn't working. Uh-oh. I should have been more on top of this. I feel awful.
I want to make sure that okay, guys, I need you to let me know. Does the audio work?
Do you guys have audio?
With Grammarly, you can find really good, no, perfect words that make your writing sharp.
Hello, Brains. I'm here.
Let us know if that. David goes, oh God, it's Grammarly.
The audio works. All right.
Okay, perfect. Here we go.
Marshmallow test. Response inhibition, noun, is the ability to feel an automatic impulse to do something and not act on it. It's an executive function that helps with self-control. Like if we see a balloon float past a window. Response inhibition is what allows us to choose not to pay attention to that balloon, or yell, balloon, or chase after the balloon. Basically, in a situation in which our brain's automatic response isn't helpful to our goals, response inhibition is what allows us to hit pause on that response and choose either to not respond or to respond in a way that's more adaptive. It's what helps us not be impulsive or get pulled off task by distractions. And response inhibition is impaired in ADHD. The term response inhibition is mostly used by researchers, so I have no idea how often any of us are actually going to use this term on a daily basis, but I do think it's helpful to know the term for it, because it's something that most of us do struggle with on a daily basis. Things like hearing a noise in the hallway while we're taking a test are more likely to make us lose focus because of poor response inhibition. We're more likely to have a hard time stopping in the middle of a sentence, even when we know what we're about to say isn't helpful to the situation. And when we're trying to accomplish a task, there's a lot more that can pull us away because our brains essentially aren't filtering those things out as irrelevant or unimportant. We're automatically responding to a lot more of them. This is why those with ADHD often need to rely on other ways to manage our impulses, like minimizing distractions or setting up cues and reminders that help us get back on task. Response inhibition is also one of the things that ADHD medication typically helps with a lot. If you'd like to learn more about response inhibition, there's a ton of research about it. I'll link to that in the description below. If you'd like to learn strategies that can help us stay on task, check out this playlist. This episode is sponsored by The Hero's Journal, which turns your goal into a quest.
That's us.
It was designed for ADHD brains by ADHD brains, and it's based on science and D&D nerdiness, all of which I really appreciate. So I was excited to try it out, and it was even better than I expected. The packaging is beautiful. The texture of the journal itself is really nice. The artwork is unique and progresses with you as you continue on your quest. It's clear a lot of love went into making this, and a lot of thought. The first few pages walk you
Really?
through how to define your overall quest, and every day there's space to choose a quest for that day, something to move you toward your bigger quest. So I really love the focus on one overall quest while getting the novelty and variety of a daily quest to help us move toward it. I am just setting off on my quest, which is to build a life in line with my values, all of my values. Today's quest is to spend time with friends I haven't seen in a while. There's space for me to write out my schedule so I can visualize my time better and figure out how to make time to go see those friends. And there's even space for me to write out what might get in the way. I love that the pages are undated, so if we skip a few days, we can jump right back in. It even includes space for prioritizing the most important things we need to get done that day. All of this is designed to help us build a positive narrative about productivity. And I just realized I can totally color this. If you'd like to try the Hero's Journal or buy one for a friend, click on the link in the description below and use code HOWTOADHD. Thank you to my brain advocates and all my Patreon brains for helping me and my team stay on task.
The way she uses that elastic band is like elite. That's so advanced. I didn't even know you could do that with our journals.
Dude, know what's crazy though?
What?
Is so on YouTube, Carrie just watched the video and started watching our live stream. Well, like brand new.
Oh, really?
Right off the rip.
That's amazing.
Carrie is here, and we are so glad you're here.
Hey, Carrie.
Happy to meet you. I'm Kyle, and that's Nick. But yeah,
we're the co-founders of the journal.
So cool. It's like one of the coolest experiences to watch someone else explain your product way better than you ever could.
That was fun. We weren't expecting this to be like a live viewing party of this video. That's one of the first YouTube sponsorships we've ever done.
Yeah. Well, it's the very first video. We did a podcast.
Yeah, we did a podcast, but this was different. Guys, it's a special moment when someone explains your product. I know that sounds kind of silly and like, I don't know, maybe even arrogant or something, but like when someone else puts it into their own words, especially in the specific way that like how to ADHD, like their vibe and the way their channel works, puts it in there. Like, it's just like such a special feeling. I don't know how to explain it. It's like, it's just really, it makes me really proud. I'm very proud right now.
Yeah.
You feel proud?
Oh, the most proud.
The most proud.
Yeah.
The elastic band is an advanced move.
Yeah.
I have never even thought to do that or see
I know.
that.
I don't even know how to do that, honestly.
But it's genius because you can anchor your pen on the side of the journal if you do that.
Yeah.
That was really cool.
Reed asked, when will stuff be sent out? We are expecting the journals to hit land, to be on the shores of the United States of America.
They're floating this way now.
On July 9th through 12th. Those are the days they are supposed to land here.
They're going to wash up on shore. We have to collect them.
So then from that point, the U.S. government is going to decide how long they want to take to clear said product.
Yeah.
And then once said product is cleared, it then needs to be transloaded onto a truck that has a lift gate because we didn't do that last time, and it was a struggle.
Yeah.
So after that's done, they're going to drive to our house. And then once they get here, all the journals are going to get put into our garage and then put away safely. And then after that, we're going to start packing.
Yep.
So
Yeah.
however long all of that takes. But hopefully soon. Hopefully that wasn't condescending either. I just want to give you guys the whole process.
Yeah.
Was that condescending? I'm sorry.
It wasn't condescending. It was just a little boring.
Okay. Sorry.
I don't think it was condescending. Guys, we are genuinely working as fast as we can. The truth is, though, we are just kind of waiting, and that's part of the process. Our warehouse is ready. It's cleaned. It's organized. It's ready to receive the 12,000 IMA journals that are coming our way, and we are ready to start packing and shipping Kickstarter orders immediately the moment they show up.
Wait, Nick, we only sold 4,900 journals in the Kickstarter. Does that mean that there's going to be IMA journals available on our website?
One that would lead me to believe yes, that what we will do with those overflow journals we could use them ourselves for the next
300
years.
Yeah.
But instead, I think we should probably just make them available on our website.
Yeah, we'll do that.
So Cauldron Gray and Mystic Blue will eventually be available on our website. But again, to do the right thing, we are going to try and fulfill our Kickstarter before that,
of course,
before we offer them to the public. So
of course.
So yeah, that's the
and the ninjas have not attacked quite yet, Angela, but they're on their way.
Yes,
in the add-on maps will be sent with your order if you did an add-on without a journal.
Yep.
But yeah. Whew, this has been an information-filled live stream.
Yeah, Melinda said I arrived late and missed the ninjas. Typical. I'm not sure what you're referring to, but we did a lot on this live stream. We spilled so many beans, guys, about what we're releasing, what's going on. Can we do a quick recap?
We'll do a quick recap.
Let's do a quick, because there's so much stuff that came out, you guys. So
we need a recap song. We need a little a little jingle.
I'm gonna recap all the beans that we spilled about future upcoming projects and products and all that stuff. So bean number 1. Although Royal Purple is being discontinued in the LOI version of the journal, Sword and Circle version, we'll say, it is being revived and made into an IMA edition of the Heroes Journal, but it will be called Potions Purple.
Which was, and the reason we said it today is because it's the year anniversary of the vote for purple as a journal color. So that was why we said it.
Yeah. Number 2, this is kind of a recap of a bean, but the new LOI journal has an end paper of the Astoria map. It's actually this map here. It is colored in. It will be on the end paper in the beginning, and it will also be in the back of the journal. And there is a pocket to keep things in the newest version of the journal. So that's the second bean. Third bean. We are doing chapters instead of reflection sections now. So take that reflection section verbiage, vernacular, crumple it up and throw it in the trash, because they are called chapters now. There are 13 chapters in the Legend of Astoria journal coming to you. And we also introduced a new concept in the chapter section. So in addition to the questions that you'll be asked, there's also sort of a circle exercise where you will circle the experience points that you gained in the last chapter of your quest. And chapters are actually 7 daily pages now. So if you use the journal every day, you will have sort of a little pit stop every week, or whatever, every 7 days, I should say. So pretty exciting there. I'm trying to think of what else. Oh yeah, we have a tutorial page now that we introduced to you. We showed you the quest boards as well, which is just kind of an artistic thing to tell a little bit more of the story. And there's one more thing, but I can't remember what it was. Oh, that's right. We did also show you the overall layout of the story and the flow. How many days are in each section?
Table of contents.
That's right. The round table of contents.
Yes.
The revised round table of contents. So anyway, those are all the beans. There's a whole bunch of beans that we spilled, and we have many, many more beans to spill. And then, of course, we just did a little viewing party of How to ADHD's newest video, which you should check them out on YouTube. In fact, can we pin that? we pin their video in the live stream here? Yeah, go ahead and send that into the live stream here. So we just watched this How to ADHD video. Make sure and go to their channel, subscribe. They're really, really great. Their content is amazing, especially if you are someone with ADHD. And they are nice enough to do a sponsorship with us.
And they were super fun to work with too.
They were really great to work with. And it was fun because we actually were informed about that channel from you guys. It all came from y'all. So thank you for the tip. Thank you for letting us know who these people are.
And they're local.
Yeah, that's right. I think they are. I'm not really sure. I think it's like a team. I do think someone is in Seattle, but I'm not sure who.
I think the lady who is in the video, the person who's in the video, sorry, gender neutral.
Could be. I'm not totally sure.
But we sent journals to somewhere in Seattle, which is cool because we're also somewhere in Seattle.
Yeah.
Somewhere in Seattle is like this is the sequel or the prequel to Sleepless in Seattle.
Waking up somewhere in Seattle.
Sleepless in Seattle, followed by waking up somewhere in Seattle.
All right. Well, I think that concludes it. Should we journal today? We have
I think
time.
we should, yeah.
All right,
because we brought our fancy pens, and we were also late. We were 2 minutes late.
We were a little late. We brought our journals. We're going to do some journaling today because I have not done that yet. I don't think Kyle has either. Have you?
I have not.
So we're going to journal together. If you would like to join us, go ahead and grab your hero's journal. We're going to fill ours out. Kyle is, of course, using the classic LOI, and I actually just hit a reflection section, as they are not going to be called anymore, in IMA. And it looks like I just got to herbology class. Pretty fun. Pretty fun. So I'm going to fill that reflection section out later, and I'm going to do my daily page.
I've been cheating recently. I've been filling in all my days as I go. I've been going.
You go backwards. Wait, what?
Like even if I don't journal, I'll write down the stuff that I did that day. So like right now, I'm writing down 6:30, even though it's the 6th.
6:30.
Like I've been like.
Oh, you just writing the date and then you go to the next day.
Yeah.
I see.
Because I just like.
You just want to be done with that.
Well, because my thing is I've been keeping. Track of the amount of days that I did my quest of exercising every day.
Right.
And so if I did it, I'm gonna keep the streak going. Okay. I need the streak to live in the journal.
That makes sense. Okay, gotcha. So it's not just for vanity.
No, it's so that I can go back on the story of this time of my life.
Gotcha.
And I can see the amount of days in a row I did.
That makes sense. You want to keep a streak.
Yeah.
I don't know what my quest is. My quest at the beginning of this journal was all the challenges I had for June.
Mm-hmm.
And now that it's July, I don't know what to do. So I've just been putting a question mark on my quest. I need to figure out what I should accomplish going forward. It's hard.
Yeah, it's really hard.
But I'm not going to be hard on myself. I did exercise this morning. That felt great.
I challenged myself to get up at 4:45 this morning. That was my big challenge for the day, and I did it.
Yeah, you were up early. I need to see. There's something missing from this, and that is the lo-fi music that we usually have going on. So if you guys are journaling with us or not, you just want to listen to some nice lo-fi, I'm going to put some on while Kyle and I finish up over the next couple minutes. And I'm getting an ad. Okay.
I have exciting news I want to share with everybody.
What is it?
Just a small pitch, just because I think it's really cool and I'm excited about it. Tomorrow, I am getting up early and I'm going to do a cold plunge
That's right.
with a guy named Isaac Yorks, and who is a professional runner for Brooks, but also a huge nerd. He has a podcast called Starlight that they do voiceovers for a D&D campaign. It's all audio, so you can just like listen to people talk in these D&D voices.
Cool.
So we're going to do some Wim Hof breathing, I think. I don't know. I'm new to this whole thing, but he does this. He has like a group of guys he does it with. But yeah, he's a super cool guy. It's a really like new podcast for him. I think it's called Starlight.
I don't think this is. Anyway. Regardless, it's very exciting.
Yeah. Super nice guy. Yeah. It's this one right here. It looks like this. It's still called Starlight. Apparently it's explicit, so don't listen to it for your kids. But super nice guy, super nerdy. Excited to talk to him.
Fun stuff.
All the stuff.
Well, hey guys. Happy Tuesday.
Happy Tuesday. Until next time. Oh.
We have a lot of fun doing live streams and sharing beans with you guys. And it wouldn't be the same if you didn't show up. So thank you for showing up to the live stream, for saying hi, for being attentive and partaking in the content. And thanks for making our jobs really, really fun. Because we're having a great time. And we're really excited about what we're going to release.
Yeah.
I think you guys are going to love it.
I think so too.
Cool, guys. Well, signing off. Have a great rest of your Tuesday, and we will see you